So this is where our story all started. About 23 years ago, we came to Poplar Springs Animal Sanctuary, and we were walking around, and this amazing rooster named George just followed us around, or he really led us around. He was like our tour guide. We actually went home and had chicken for dinner, and Jonah said, "This is what we're eating different than George."
I think a lot of people recognize that they love animals, and yet their diets may not align with that.
If we can meet all our dietary and nutritional needs without killing animals, why wouldn't we try to do that?
Let's create positive change together. And this is a movement of connectedness. Let's celebrate that connection that we share with the environment, ecology, with animals. We're all part of this beautiful system of life.
It's an honor to be honored. It's also an honor to share the stage with such incredible leaders. We salute you. So I came across a great quote. Most of my quotes fit on this under a bottle cap, so that's kind of how I think. And there's a quote by Picasso that every child is born an artist. The challenge is how to keep them an artist as they grow. And as I was thinking about it, and I thought about the core values of Kid Museum, which stresses creativity and perseverance and problem solving, every child is also really born an entrepreneur. Think about it. They're born, they don't have a business plan when they're born. They're just like trying to survive, and they have to navigate uncertain environments. They don't know a language. They don't know how to walk. And they basically learn and teach themselves all these things. And then they get into school and life, and a lot of it gets sort of drained out of them. And it's so important to find and create institutions that let them go explore and make and create. And that's what the Kid Museum is doing. And as we think about our future, I'm reminded of another bottle cap quote, which is, if we don't change the direction we are headed, we will end up where we are going. And I'm certainly not happy with where we're going, so reinvent the future is an imperative. It's not just a saying, it's something we need to do. And I'll just give you a quick example of what we're trying to do at Eat the Change. One of the products we looked at was, we recognize that only 7% of American children are getting enough vegetables. So we said, we have to find a way to make vegetables more fun and accessible. And so what we did is we found carrots, and we tried initially to make a carrot chip. We couldn't get the right texture, the right crisp, the right cut. And our supplier accidentally sent us these carrot coins, which we're like, well, we can't make a chip out of that. But instead, my co-founder, Spike Mendelson, the chef, took the carrots and soaked them in apple juice, and then we dried them out, and then all of a sudden they're this delicious, chewy snack. And it turns out carrots only require 20 gallons of water to grow a pound of carrots, whereas it takes 1,900 gallons of water to grow a pound of almonds. So we realized, well, this is an amazing way for kids to eat carrots. And it's just an example of how you can sort of look at things in a totally different way. Everyone knows carrots, everyone knows apple juice, but no one has found a way to be creative with how they deliver them. And that's an example of the kind of thinking we would love to see expand and grow. And I'm going to invite Julie just to share a little bit about how we managed to keep a childlike mindset in our family.
Well, I appreciated what Dr. Watson said about being a disruptor and being disruptive in class and school. We have our eldest son, Jonah, with us tonight, who was suspended from school probably 3 times. Every single time for disrupting for a good reason, right? And the thing that we love about Kid Museum so much is the creativity, the innovation, the disruption, and letting children explore and working in teams and be collaborative. And I always say, listen to the children and follow the children. And when our son Jonah, who is now 30, was 10 years old, touched on a little in the video, he said, if we could be healthy without eating animals, why wouldn't we make that choice to not eat animals? And Seth and I didn't have a good answer. I mean, he loved Peruvian chicken and burgers and everything else we were eating every night for dinner, but we didn't have an answer. And so we listened to our child, and we all became vegetarians. And then 3 years ago, our middle son said, why don't we just go all the way and be 100% plant-based? Be vegans, not depend on animals for anything we do. And this is something I thought was going to feel like deprivation because I love to bake. And instead it feels like liberation. And so always listen to the children. They're our amen, as you said. They are the future, and they are the ones who are going to create solutions to so many of the problems that we have created, and they are our lights. And we so deeply appreciate what happens at Kid Museum every single day in bringing children in and telling them to be creative, be innovative, be disruptors. And we're just honored to be here on the stage and to be honored by Kid Museum.
Thank you.